My coworker followed me to the parking garage at midnight and said, "Don't get in your car, trust me." I'd been working the night shift at a downtown law firm for 6 months, paralegal work, reviewing documents, filing briefs, mostly alone in the office after 10 p.m. while the rest of the city slept. The pay was good, almost double what I'd make during normal hours. The hours were brutal, but I needed the money. Derek was the security guard, late 50s, quiet, always reading paperback westerns at his desk in the lobby. We'd exchange nods when I came in, nods when I left. Never really talked beyond "have a good night" and "stay safe out there." So when I walked out at midnight and heard heavy footsteps behind me in the parking garage, I panicked. I turned around. Derek was following me across the concrete, flashlight in hand. "Hey," I said, backing toward my car. "What are you doing? Don't get in your car." His voice was low, serious. My blood ran cold. "What? Just trust me." He held up his hands, showing they were empty. "Don't get in yet. Give me 30 seconds. For context, I'm a 28-year-old woman who works alone in an empty building until midnight 3 nights a week. I've taken self-defense classes. I carry pepper spray in my purse and a whistle on my keychain. I'm always aware of my surroundings. I check my backseat before getting in. I vary my routes home. And right now, every alarm in my body was screaming at me to run. Stay away from me." I reached for my pepper spray. "Ma'am, please, I'm not going to hurt you. Just wait." He walked past me, not toward me, and approached my car. He crouched down next to the driver's side, shining his flashlight under the chassis. "There," he said quietly. I didn't move. "There what?" He reached under my car and pulled something out. Stood up, held it out so I could see. A small black device, about the size of a matchbox. Blinking red light. "GPS tracker," he said. "Magnetic. Attaches right to the frame. Someone's been tracking everywhere you go." My legs went weak. I had to lean against a concrete pillar to stay upright. "I noticed it 3 nights ago," Derek continued, voice calm. "Came in early one morning and saw a guy in a hoodie messing with the underside of your car. Thought maybe he was a mechanic or you'd called someone for help, but he ran when he saw me watching. Took off through the stairwell. I checked your car after you left that night. Found this thing. Why didn't you tell me right away?" My voice was shaking. "Didn't want to scare you without more information. Been watching the garage cameras every night since." He came back twice. Once to check if the tracker was still there. Once to sit in a car across the lot and watch you walk out. "Who is he? Did you see his face?" "Couldn't see his face. He wore the hoodie every time, but I got his plates." Derek handed me a folded piece of paper. "Wrote it down for the police. I called 911 right there in the parking garage. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely hold the phone." Derek waited with me until the cops arrived. Gave them the tracker, the plate number, copies of the security footage. They ran the plates while we waited. The car was registered to Marcus Webb, my ex-boyfriend from 2 years ago. The one who showed up at my apartment drunk 6 months after we broke up, screaming that I belonged to him. The one I'd filed a police report on but never pressed charges because he seemed sorry. He'd been tracking me for weeks, following my movements, learning my schedule. Police found a notebook in his apartment with my entire daily routine written out. What time I arrived at work, what time I left, which route I took home, what time my lights went off. He had a plan. They found zip ties and duct tape in his trunk. Marcus is in jail now. Stalking charges. Violating the restraining order I'd filed and forgotten about. They found messages on his phone telling a friend he was going to get her back one way or another. Derek saved my life. A quiet security guard I barely ever spoke to noticed something wrong and spent 3 nights protecting me without saying a single word about it. I bought him a $200 gift card to his favorite steakhouse. He tried to refuse. I made him take it. "You didn't have to do any of that," I told him. He shrugged. "Got a daughter your age. Couldn't live with myself if something happened." I hug him every night now when I leave. He still reads his westerns, still barely talks, but he watches. He always watches. Some heroes don't wear capes. They wear security uniforms and pay attention when nobody else does. I owe him everything.